Ever downloaded a mod that completely wrecked your PC? That's why I use WeMod. I've been using WeMod for a long
Barefoot, anyone?
If it tastes good and feels good, go for it. Let's get barefoot.
Well, we're back. 2 minutes till the show. How's the shit going?
You can just have a look tomorrow.
He's up, babe.
Said you can just have a look tomorrow.
Okay. I mean, why, are you off now?
I'm still on.
Alright, okay. I just, when you said that, I just assumed that you would close the game.
No, you just ain't gonna recognise it by the time you get on tomorrow, so...
What? Wow. You made that much of a change to it already? That's in such a short period of time.
Hold on.
What the fuck? I wonder if tonight they're gonna start the show off with Logan Paul and Jey Uso.
You've got like 2 minutes. Well, a minute.
About 30 seconds, yeah.
Hold on. trouble. Let me know when you're on my screen.
Whoa! Music! Alright, I got it.
But you got that, yeah?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm on your screen. Holy Jesus.
But yeah, all that's gone.
Am I still in my little box?
See you there. I'm filling all that up. I've left your windows open. I don't know what you wanted me to do with those.
You can close them up and then I will just read the
Okay, but yeah, I've still got the bridge to do, but everything else is
done.
more or less. I'm just covering that bit up now. So we've got, if we need to expand a bit, we can.
Shit.
I
That looks good though. That looks good though.
didn't realise that was there.
Then,
Right,
now,
I'll close that off now. You put yours too much. I don't know. Switch off PC too much. Right.
forever.
Together.
Together.
This is Kentucky's largest city, Louisville, home to the late great Muhammad Ali and the country's longest running sporting event, the Kentucky Derby. And tonight, home to the longest running episodic TV show in history, Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix.
I wonder if McAfee's going to be there.
Stickers.
Or is it going to be Tesla's?
And a man who seems to be, well, a bit bitter, maybe jealous, Finn Balor of the Judgment Day, is ready for action, claiming he'll take care of the Dominic Mysterio problem known as AJ Styles tonight. A lot of history here. The phenomenal AJ Styles is live. He goes one-on-one with Finn Balor tonight. A massive main event. Healthy rivals will team up. The women's world champion there, Io Sky, teams with the former world champion Rhea Ripley against two NXT upstarts who have shaken up Monday Night Raw the past number of weeks. Roxanne Perez and Julia, tag team main event live tonight. Speaking of main events, let's take you back to the main event of last week's Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, that was a good main event.
The World Heavyweight Champion, main event Jey Uso, is now in your city! Ladies and gentlemen, wanted to say something to the face of the World Heavyweight Champion. That title is all about power and control. You don't know how to wield power and control. And while you want to be champion, Seth Rollins has to be champion. Seth freaking Rollins hereby challenges you to the World Heavyweight Championship. You pick the time, you pick the place. Anytime, any place for the World Heavyweight Championship against Seth freaking Rollins. It's on tonight.
Right, get some more. Try and get this covered again. I'm gonna log out.
Is that bit?
Try and get that bit, last bit covered, and then I'm just gonna log out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just starting to burn.
Oh.
I ain't got that much to do. Hopefully I can get it done with this bit of...
I mean, if your eyes are starting to burn, don't push yourself.
I'm not even tired though, that's the thing. And besides, the only thing I'll be doing is just sat on the freaking phone, rolling through feet.
Yeah. Sure.
So I might as well do it, keep wearing a creative way. Really.
Yeah, fair enough. don't think Punk really. I mean, I've got a feeling they're going to start with this to be fair.
Punk is back. Sammy is angry. Uso still the champion.
Oh shit. Oh, this is gonna be good.
City Saint is here for the first time since WrestleMania. We'll hear from CM Punk.
This card's got a voice. Let's go, baby. Love it. Ah, man, like, break. Just casually taking the piss out of Roman. Bro, how far away from Survivor Series are we?
Is it great to be alive on a Monday night in Louisville, Kentucky, or what?
Yes, sir.
I am pissed off, but I am a fortunate man because I can claim this place to being home. Now the dust has settled from WrestleMania, and I've waited a few weeks, and I've nursed a few injuries and a lot of hurt feelings, but I can't shake being pissed off. I got a lot of enemies. In fact, it would be real easy for me to list who I'm not pissed off at right now. But number one with a bullet, number one with a big, fat bullet, the person that I'm most pissed off at right now is me. Yeah, I'm mad at myself because we've been here before. This isn't the first time Paul Heyman stabbed CM Punk in the back. Stab me in the back once, shame on you. Stab me in the back twice, shame on me. But that's on me, okay? I like to trust my friends. Paul Heyman, almost 12 years ago, smashed a ladder into my head and gave me 13 staples in my forehead. And we moved past that. At least I thought we did. We've grown and matured as human beings. At least I did. And apologies to Jey Uso, who when I came back to this company warned me about Paul Heyman. But Paul is Paul. He's who he has always been. He's a fat little snake.
Oh. Hi, Mom.
So yeah, while I'm pissed at him, I'm more mad at myself. And yeah, I'm mad at that little Timu CM Punk Seth Rollins. I'm gonna get my hands on all of them. What confuses me, Louisville, Kentucky, is that we know how this ends. We've been here before. We've been down this road, all on this journey together. Paul Heyman, you know how this ends. And I can't wait to get my hands around your fat little neck and squeeze you until your eyeballs pop.
Ladies and gentlemen,
now here it is. Good, good. Where are you at? Where are you at, match with some purpose? Come into this ring right now and explain to me exactly why you did what you did. And wise man, understand that whatever words you choose.
Duncan, what's good, bro?
will be your
Hello.
last.
It's going good, thank you.
Come on.
Oh shit. Of course he won't come out alone. That'd just be too easy. The entire entourage. Where is this storyline going? Hello? I'm so confused.
That's all you are. At some point, the bell's gotta ring.
How are you doing, Duncan? You doing good, bro? Seth didn't come out dancing tonight. Shit.
Just when I think you can't get any more selfish or any more egotistical, you find a way to top yourself. This man, Paul Heyman, was your best friend. Your best friend. And you made his life hell on the road to WrestleMania. And now you are out here in front of the entire world, gaslighting all of us, trying to make us believe that he betrayed you. You make me sick, punk. This man believed in you. For years, he believed in you when no one else did. You know what I believed? I believe that you're scum. I believe that you're trash. I believe that you are human excrement. And my belief was the right one. And just when I think, man, just when I think that I can't hate you any more than I already do, you stand there in that ring, the reason that I am not World Heavyweight Champion right now. You ain't ever gonna be champion as long as I'm on 2 feet.
That can be arranged. Breaker stood right there.
Samuel, Red,
What is your deal, man? You love punishment, you love suffering, you love being on the wrong side of history? Is that what's going on here? I can't seem to figure it out. I can't seem to Paul, wait a minute. Wait. I get it. He loves to play the victim. He loves to come out here and boo, cry me a river. He loves poor CM Punk, right? Poor CM Punk. You so desperately want to be a victim, Punk. You so desperately want to die a martyr.
Right. I'm gonna fit.
You got off.
Well, I
Got done what I
believe
wanted to do, so.
that can be arranged.
And a bit extra.
I hope you have prepared
I hope
But
this
you cow,
doesn't-
your
but you
last
sheep.
words.
Yeah.
Rollins sending Breaker to the ring. for a confrontation.
All day, little doggy, you're gonna bite.
And Punk now wastes a little time going up to Breaker with a microphone. And Punk and Breaker now. And the fight is on. Breaker, who's become the powerhouse for Rollins and company. Seth just looks on as Breaker now begins to annihilate CM Punk. Rollins warned Punk. But Punk's gonna fight back and now takes down Rollins. And now CM Punk, ever the rebel, taking it to Seth tonight. And Braun Breaker, though, as the numbers game catches up to Punk. This animosity between Punk and Rollins, years in the making. Meanwhile, Sami Zayn's out here. So back up for Punk. Zayn has been roughed up by this group as well. And Breaker, look at the power of it. Just tosses Sami across the ring. And the fight now between Rollins and Punk continues. 2-on-1 situation again. Breaker punishing Punk. Rollins asking Heyman to hand him a steel chair. They're about to assassinate Punk in the middle of the ring. And the world champ is here. Main event Jey Uso. Payback for last week. And Breaker back into the fray. And Rollins livid, angry. Zayn with a chair. Punk with a chair. Rollins and company scrambling. Let's go. And you can seemingly ask the question, has Seth Rollins bit off a bit more than he can chew? This new trio of Rollins, Breaker, and Heyman suddenly have some major issues and obstacles as the resistance is building. However, you have to wonder if the architect has more for his game plan. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to take it back to Backlash this past Saturday night. Penta versus Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. Judgment Day tried to get involved. They got ejected, but then, from out of nowhere, El Grande Americano, with a metal plate behind his mask, took out Penta and allowed Dirty Dominic to retain
Who do you think is going to join
Intercontinental
Seth's
title.
faction?
Greatest of all time,
Ooh.
Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
And now Penta
I don't know, to be honest.
wants some
It could
payback.
literally be anyone. It could literally be anyone that's going to join next, because I guarantee they carry this feud all the way through to Survivor Series and War Games. I just got that feeling, you know what I mean? It's just got that intensity about it.
The following contest is
That is a really
scheduled
good
for
question,
one
though.
fall.
Can't lie.
Introducing first, from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 87 kilos, Penta!
For the second time in a month, Penta was this close to winning the Intercontinental Championship
Wait, is
before
Paul the only
interference
one
by
on
the Judgment Day, and then this past Saturday, El Grande Americano. A lot to this story, because Penta takes on Gable. It's next.
The gimmick that they've got Chad Gable on
So here's the situation.
It is working.
Penta challenged El Grande Americano to this matchup after what went down this past Saturday at Backlash. But according to Chad Gable, Mr. Americano is on a publicity tour in Mexico. So Chad Gable says he would valiantly stand in for El Grande Americano tonight and go one-on-one with Penta. strange because many believe that Gable and El Grande are the same person. But nonetheless, Penta said he'll take the Gable challenge. He knows what's going on, and he knows who the man behind the mask is. Penta chomping at the bit, ready to go tonight. Standing ovation by 11,000 plus here in Louisville, Kentucky, for the man who has taken the WWE Universe by storm.
Yeah, I genuinely think that Michael Cole is the only one on commentary tonight. Did Pat get beat up that bad that he's literally like disappeared for a week?
And his opponent, accompanied by Ivy Nile, representing American-made, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable.
I love how
Ivy Nile making her way out to the ring with Chad. Of course, the Creed brothers, also part of American Made, not out here with Chad tonight. They've got a massive tag team matchup later on against the War Raiders. Second time that Gable will go one-on-one with Penta. The first time happened when Penta made his debut in WWE. He would knock off Chad Gable in spectacular manner. And of course, Gable continues to have his issues with luchadors. One of the reasons he traveled to Mexico to learn the secret of knocking off the masked superstars. We'll see if any of that education has worked for Gable here tonight.
I wouldn't be surprised if Gable wins this match. We're starting to gain a bit of momentum.
The General Entertainment Authority, in cooperation with WWE, has announced that Night of Champions will be held at Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia on Saturday, June 28th. Friday Night SmackDown will emanate from Kingdom Arena the night before.
Oh, you
on
shitting
Friday.
me,
This marks the first time SmackDown will be held in Saudi Arabia's capital. General ticket sale information and further event updates will be available in the weeks to come. Going back live on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Gable and Penta set to go one-on-one, and Penta chopping at the bit to get some revenge here tonight on Michael Cole. Supposed to be joined by Pat McAfee. He's expected at some point, of course, after that vicious, well, ask and I shall receive. My partner's here.
No, mine is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Pat McAfee.
Well, better late than ever. Pat McAfee returning to Monday Night Raw after an absolutely valiant battle against Gunther this past Saturday at Backlash. Welcome, partner. Good to see you. Great ovation by capacity crowd here in Louisville
Love
tonight.
that.
Chad Gable's a bit upset, but welcome back, Pat.
Hey, it is an honor to be here. I just got done with WWE Medical. They have cleared me to be back in the Medical Bowl, or in the WWE Bowl, I apologize. They asked me a lot of questions on how I felt. I said I got my ass beat this weekend in a fight with the Ring General, and they cleared me to get started, so I'm sorry I'm a little bit late, but what a perfect time to arrive.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm sure the audience didn't appreciate me doing the first 20 minutes of the show by myself, but nonetheless, welcome aboard. It's Penta and Gable here tonight. We'll talk plenty about the Gunther situation a bit later on in the show, but let's talk about this here. It's interesting that Gable is standing up for El Grande Americano tonight. It was challenged by Penta after he cost Penta the Intercontinental title on Saturday. Apparently, El Grande is on a tour of Mexico, which I find is weird since he's also Chad Gable, and Chad's here tonight.
No, Chad Gable is clearly not El Grande Americano. How would he be able to be here and on a tour in Mexico at the same time? Michael Cole, use that brain of yours
you mind if I
Chad
go
Gable
to
said
save
he'll
note
step up
read
for this, obviously, because he wants to fight Penta.
It's
Well,
entirely
also,
up to
remember,
you.
Chad has had
Someone's got to charge.
major issues over the past year with trying to knock off luchadors. Cover, hook to the leg now on
Entirely up
Penta,
to you, man.
and a kick out. So can Gable win tonight?
I don't think Louisville wants Chad Gable to win. I think they want Penta to pick up the dub, obviously. Chad Gable is going to have to do a lot, but that's what he wants searching for, a way to beat luchadors.
Well, the problem.
Maybe that's why he has so much respect for El Grande Americano.
Well, the problem when Gable is playing Clark Kent as opposed to the Superman El Grande is he doesn't have a mask to hide that steel plate in, so it doesn't give him an advantage in a matchup against another luchador.
Yeah, obviously you're talking about two different people still at this time.
And look at this now, back suplex
That's
by
Chad Gable.
Gable. Cover on Penta, hook to the leg, and a kick out at 2.
El Grande Americano, a different human, but probably proud of what Chad Gable is doing right now to Penta.
It's interesting that neither of these men have held a singles championship in WWE. Although El Grande Americano is the, well, brand new speed champion.
El Grande Americano, speed is a good way to describe his ascendance to the top, seemingly. El Grande Americano is a superstar. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Currently on a world tour, a tour of Mexico. And Chad Gable's in here trying to earn his way to the top as well. Penta, very recent.
Oh, look at Gable trying to take the mask off Penta. You think that Gable would learn after all the studying he's been doing, and he wears a mask as well, that
he is Chad Gable, not El Grande Americano. Enough of this. Chad Gable is very disrespectful right now to the luchador community.
Well, he is, as he's tries to rip the mask off Penta, and Penta able to fight back. The tradition and the legacy of the mask means so much to the luchadors, and the high flyer
That was entirely up to you.
Gable misses wild.
This show is a bit louder, right?
Rana by Penta and sends Gable outside the ring.
This is the Penta experience that you dream about whenever you buy a ticket.
Is that a
for
bit better?
WWE event.
I like that Penta experience.
Zero, miedo, zero, firo.
Launches himself up over the top, and Gable.
The diving headbutt.
Didn't need any metal.
Does that sound a bit better, Deb? Yeah, I can hear you both now. Alright, good. I did say, if your phone's got the charge for it, then it's entirely up to you. If your phone doesn't have the charge for it, then no. Don't let your phone charge.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing to me that you don't recognize the similarities between Gable and El Grande Americano.
Until we get some concrete evidence, it's going to be tough for me to buy in. I try to be a journalist. I try to not make things up as I go, but seemingly that is a part of the job. We've seen El Grande Americano and Chad Gable at the same place at the same time.
Once.
We still have seen it.
Once.
You just said that El Grande Americano is where right now?
He's supposedly on a tour in Mexico, although there's no photography or video evidence on social media to back up that
That's
fact.
because he's old school. Doesn't do everything for the cameras and the glitz and glamour. That's why I like El Grande Americano. Now, Chad Gable is mocking Penta a little bit here. He might not have learned his lesson.
Well, I'm interested to see what Gable has learned and his strategy to take on some of the best luchadors in the world. And look at this now. Gable's got a 5 count. Change it to Jerry there as Gable lands on the apron.
Chad Gable taken to the sky here. U.S. Olympian in the past.
Down goes Penta. Cover again by Gable. Penta kicks out.
I mean, you see the cauliflower ear for Chad Gable. You know he's a tough guy. You know he's going to be able to ground and pound you into submission. Whenever he starts flying through the sky and hitting on lariats, I mean, there's a chance that Chad Gable could go to the top of this entire business.
He's on 100%.
He's taking on Penta, man.
I just got nowhere's
It was damn near unbeatable. Shout out Dom.
Penta had an opportunity to win his first singles championship a
Can't be
couple of
up.
times in the past month. Rescued by Gable. Cover yet again. This time a kick out at 2. First time Judgment Day.
I'll let you decide what you want to do.
Weekend it was El Grande Americano.
I'll let you decide what you want to do.
El Grande Americano hits him in the head with a steel plate now, and then goes on a Mexican tour.
Gable said that he would win his first singles championship in 2025. It hasn't happened yet, or has it? Because does the speed championship count toward a singles title for Chad Gable?
Chad Gable is the speed champion right now?
No, El Grande Americano is.
I'm about tired of you doing what you're doing, Cole. These are two different superstars, two different trajectories. Chad Gable's been around a long time. We've just got to learn. El Grande Americano is Chad Gable's going for the mascot again.
You just called him El Grande Americano.
No. El Grande Americano's new. Chad Gable's going for the match.
Oh, got it. Okay. And Gable now.
If I could reach through this, I'd slap you.
You're not going to catch me, brother. Okay?
Hello.
Don't you worry about
I
that.
cannot wait till you're proven wrong as Penta now tries to fight out of this. This has been great strategy here
Yellow.
by Gable.
Yellow.
Gable, the
You managed to
Olympic
move
wrestler.
little man, or is he still on your side?
2012
Oh, on my side.
Olympic team.
Oh no.
Trying to
Oh,
ground
shit,
and pound
man.
a little bit. Let me go ahead and take away some of Penta's greatest assets.
Right.
Some of his limbs.
Referee Eddie Arango right there. Gable's in control.
And jacked.
Over 11,000 here tonight in Louisville. Very vocal crowd. Penta and Gable one-on-one here tonight.
Yeah,
And Penta has been in trouble really from the beginning of this matchup.
Yeah, Chad Gable's been in full control, and Penta's going to have to get something. Oh, rolling just like that!
Oh!
Chad Gable went for another headbutt. Penta met him with a super kick. That is exactly what Penta needed.
And Ivy Nile realizing now that Chad's in trouble.
Right, it's 11 degrees.
Penta trying to fight through the pain.
Tomorrow it's
Gable
supposed to
trying drag
be.
himself back to his feet. And Penta with a big kick, and you heard that one.
Penta trying to find a second wind. He certainly can do that.
So tomorrow's supposed to be sunny with pots of
The
20.
athleticism right to the midsection of Gable. Covered by Penta. And an ear fall.
There's things that Penta can do that nobody else on earth can. It's captivating. It's physical. It's impressive.
It's amazing how quickly he's adapted to the WWE. His comfort levels really good. And
I'll have
Gable
to
from behind.
see.
Penta off the second rope. Caught by Gable with that waist lock.
Just stick it on.
Gable turns it into a suplex. Bridge, shoulders down.
Just stick
kick
it on
So
mine.
impressive what Chad Gable was just able to accomplish. Obviously, he catches Penta
So
out of the sky like he was a
what?
football.
Yeah,
Fall.
we say it a lot, but pound for
In
pound, one of the
case I
strongest
fall
men
asleep.
on the
Oh,
roster.
just stick it on mute in case I fall asleep. Don't want to be snoring over stream.
Gable heading
Haha.
up to the top rope.
Yeah, no, you're all good, babe. You're all good.
Penta.
Appreciate
Penta,
you.
oh goodness!
Oh my
Caught him with a
god.
code breaker coming off the top rope. Covered by Penta now, and Gable kicks it too. What a move!
What a reversal
Yeah, no,
here.
it's
Chad
a-
Gable trying to get the
it's-
headbutt yet again. Penta, code breaker.
It's a good job I was able to translate that into.
What a fight here.
Yeah, what an incredible matchup between two of the top superstars today.
It's a good job I could translate that into.
Penta trying to
Real
fire up yet
words.
again. Blames Gable / El Grande Americano for costing him the Intercontinental Championship.
Chad Gable and El Grande Americano, two different people.
And another chop.
Pounding Chad Gable's chest. Penta.
Slipped on the bottom rope and still able
I need to
to gain his
figure.
balance. Looking to deliver a backstabber here, but Gable's hanging on.
So I thought we can't get near it.
Gable able to shove Penta away. Gable quickly now up to the top rope. Chad, moonsault, caught him for
Can't
the
do
win.
anything there
Hooks
tomorrow.
the
It's
leg.
21.
Kick out by
Wow.
Penta. But Gable
No, I'm just thinking because obviously I've got the doctors
And
tomorrow.
Penta sends him
So I
across
don't
the
want to
ring.
be
Oh,
going
it took
down
us
and
one
then
slip from
change
Penta, and Chad
tracksuit.
Gable almost ended it.
Off the
Really.
super kick for
20
Penta.
plus
Near
degrees, you know
fall.
what I mean?
Penta slipped on the bottom rope, and Chad Gable capitalized. I don't know how Penta
Oh
was
man,
able
but
to
the
kick
show's
out,
probably
let
going to
alone
end at like
reverse his
4 in the
entire
morning.
thing
I'm
with a
probably
super
going to have
kick.
like.
Chad Gable with a picture perfect moonsault. Floating through the sky with complete control. And
6 hours
Penta
sleep.
somehow kicks out
That's
and
fine. I
then delivers a super kick that sent Chad Gable.
Because I'm
to the other
gonna
side
aim to
to
get
top.
myself up
Penta
for
is
about
about
10.
to,
No,
Make
wait.
Gable
The fuck
pay.
up. No, because it's gonna take me about 45 minutes to walk there.
Was going for the sacrifice. Gable able to pick the ankle and drag Penta back to the middle of the ring. And you got to wonder, Penta looked like he may tap there. Trying to drag himself to the rope to force a break.
Many have tapped to this move.
If I reset my alarm for like 11, like half 10.
Uh-oh, pressure's on. Penta trying to somehow get out of this predicament.
Middle of the ring.
Yeah, if I do that, now,
Into a
it's
pinning combination and a kick out at 2.
that was almost a really clean win.
Inside cradle,
Oh.
Chad Gable.
Almost had him.
Ain't getting out of time.
Down goes
Ooh.
Penta again.
Just a double chop to the throat. Whenever all else fails, says Chad Gable.
Yeah, Gable's so resilient.
Alright, I don't
and
want
quick.
12 because that'll be too late.
And spiteful. I mean, there's a lot of things
So
about him
for
that
10:30.
make you believe he's impossible to beat. But many have somehow.
I'm probably in like 5.5 hours of sleep.
Heading up to the top
It's
rope now.
fine. I can do that. I come up with.
Penta trying to fight back. Body shots to Gable.
It's the high rent district.
Oh, mouthing off. Not sure that was right.
Zero fear from Penta. Lands on his feet.
Up
Are
on
you
the top.
kidding me?
Mexican Destroyer drops Gable on his head for the win.
I'm gonna put you in the pillagers while I go night nights. Alright, babe, no worries.
That was absolutely incredible.
I missed that.
Penta just
I would
spiked
start in my
Chad
alarm.
Gable's head into the middle of this ring like he was George Kittle spiking a football.
Tell me about this.
From the top rope, a Mexican Destroyer. And that thing planted Chad Gable
Wow, bro, you could count
into the
the
soil. Penta with a massive win here on Monday Night Raw.
Well, we've learned two things tonight. Number one, Chad Gable still has major issues trying to beat luchadors. Number two, Chad Gable should stay under the mask as El Grande Americano because El Grande actually wins.
I don't think we learned that. El Grande and Chad Gable, two different people. Chad Gable takes the L tonight to Penta. Shout out Zeno Meta.
Tonight, the Prodigy and the Beautiful Madness take on the Genius of the Sky and Rhea Ripley. And I think we've made it very, very clear that this division isn't safe anymore.
奴らが強いのは知ってるけど、うちらは腹が減ってんだよ。順番待ちするためにここに来たんじゃない。全てを乗っ取るためだよ。
Wait, Julia's
Going after
Japanese?
the two women at the very top. Io, Rhea, we don't give a damn about your history because we're here to make our own. You are all looking directly at the future of this industry.
And the future starts tonight.
Two of the hottest up-and-coming stars in this business. Roxanne Perez and Julia will take on the current Women's World Champ, the former World Champ Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Main event tag action live tonight on Netflix.
That's gonna be good. What have we got next? Is it the tag match between War Raiders and American Mid?
Welcome back to Monday Night Raw here on Netflix. Pat, you didn't have the opportunity to actually see this live, the main event this past Saturday night at Backlash. But for the final time ever, a 25-year-old rivalry, it would culminate between John Cena and Randy Orton for the undisputed WWE title. I still get goosebumps every time these two men grace the ring.
Two most iconic professional wrestlers of this millennium.
Big fight atmosphere. Orton, Cena, perhaps the final time for the undisputed WWE Championship. It is the final months in Cena's legendary career. He wants to retire as champion. Orton has something to say about it tonight.
These two know each other so well. It's going to be incredibly difficult for either one of these two to catch the other by surprise.
Oh, wait a minute. AA by Cena. Kick out by Randy. Randy now went for an RKO, and Orton shoved into the official. RKO out of nowhere. Official Eddie Orango into the ring. Cena kicks it too. Not quite quick enough for Randy Orton. Oh, the championship. RKO. The officials got it.
Truth. RKO. Truth, a longtime fan, coming out here to defend John. I don't even know what to say anymore, except the fact that the old John Cena never would have taken a victory like that. And yes, John Cena is still the champion. Two-day combo tickets for SummerSlam at MetLife Stadium, JETS, Jets, in East Rutherford, New Jersey on Saturday, August 2nd and Sunday, August 3rd are on sale now via Ticketmaster. Well, we are in Louisville, Kentucky, the home to the Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory. It was a great morning today for a number of WWE superstars, including our own Kofi Kingston. And he was on hand today to present the folks there with a custom-made WWE Louisville Slugger Museum belt. It is home to the world's largest baseball bat, Louisville Slugger. Been making bats since 1884. Some of the greatest ball players of all time have used these bats. Hell yeah, Louisville Slugger.
Oh, we got it.
I mean, we can hang out if you want. You know what I mean? Get some of me or something. We use your credit card. I'll pay you back. You know? What do you got?
Dom, please tell me she misses me as much as I miss her. Yeah, she misses me. And her movie's going great. Only thing was, she said good morning, but it's nighttime here.
Dom, this can't be the first time you've heard about time zone. Come on, please.
I don't really care, but... Hey, Finn, can I talk to you for a sec?
Of course. Doesn't know what time zone.
So, at Backlash, you hesitated a little bit with the chair, and it almost cost me the match. If it wasn't for Grande, you know...
Whoa, easy, partner. You're starting to sound all paranoid, like Damien Rhea. Remember what they were like when they were champions? All right, look, it didn't go smooth, but everything worked out, and you're still the champ. And besides, tonight, I'm going to take care of AJ Styles for you.
I know you are.
All right? I'm going to go get ready.
Thank you.
Talk to you later.
Got you.
Dom, we gotta show you this, okay?
Pay attention.
This is the sun, this is Earth, we're here, and this is Liv, okay?
13-hour difference.
See?
So that's Liv.
Happy they're doing that. That was a good demonstration, I'd say. I'm glad you're back. It's great to be here, man. You're a little nervous.
My
maybe,
brain.
We're about to show the
What
world
the
what happened to you
fuck,
this past
bro?
Saturday. A valiant effort against Gunther at Backlash.
Oh my god, dude.
Pat McAfee steps into the ring to face the ring general, Gunther. I am going to be very biased tonight in the call of this match. And I want Pat McAfee to put Gunther in his place for what he did to me and him a number of weeks ago.
I love the bravery, I love the attitude, but I hate the chances of this going remotely well.
Oh, God. McAfee, kick right to the spine. Here comes McAfee. Come on, Pat. Come on, Pat. End the damn match. Just end it now. Enough of this. End the match.
Damn, bro.
Oh, God, I cannot help you from here. Gunther still in hot pursuit. Cole grabbing the foot. Reverse. 2 3/4. And Gunther now furious. Sleeper locked in deep on the ring general.
Bro, that was almost shades of WrestleMania, but until
Lariat connected with the
that,
jaw of Pat McAfee. history has ever seen. Pat McAfee, that was absolutely incredible.
Well, again, a well-deserved ovation here tonight in Louisville for Pat McAfee.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
And I again want to say thank you for what you did for me and for all of us commentators. But how you feeling?
Obviously, for what you just saw, and from what you just saw, the WWE. Thank you.
Come on, stand up.
Thank you, man. Thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very cool. I wish I had one of those Louisville sluggers that they make around here to help me out. That's what it felt like, kind of hitting me in the chest there. So everything you saw, my family saw, all my friends saw, and the WWE medical saw. And then when they get their hands on me today to see how I was feeling before they let me back out here, and they asked me how I was doing, I said everything's sore. Okay, my back's sore, my shoulder's sore, my knees are sore, my head's sore, my mind's sore. I got bruises on me still, on my collarbone. I'm bruised up. He hit me so hard in the chest that he popped a blood vessel in my damn eye, Cole. Gunther beat the hell out of me, but I think I gave him some back. And I obviously have massive respect for everybody that steps foot into that ring. I have a lot of respect for Gunther, even more so now. And I think he has a little bit for us as well, as he showed afterwards. So I appreciated the opportunity, and Gunther's a bad, bad man, Cole, and it was an honor to be there.
Pat, thank you again, and why don't we do what we do?
Hell yeah.
Commentate.
Hell yeah, brother.
One of the best athletes on the planet today, including one of the greatest tag teams of all time, whether you like their attitude or not.
The New Day.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the World Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day.
Well, I found out earlier today that the tag champs were once again going to grace us with their presence here at commentary tonight. Because coming up next, the War Raiders take on American Made. This match is presented by Total.
I just see the dad of that child laughing in the front row.
Here we are.
The kid looked offended, mate. The dad's just stood there looking down, like laughing at the kid, like, yeah, mate, you have no idea. You take that personally,
They
you have
certainly
no
believe
idea.
that, and they have the
Like
stats
shit.
and the resume to prove it. You can't doubt or deny anything that they have accomplished. And I think he even has toes on his little Crocs he's wearing. Quite a fit here for Kofi and the boy.
He swung the bat pretty good today, though, at the Louisville Slugger Factory.
Great athlete, great tag team. The boys here are Hall of Fame worthy, and they know it.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Julius and Brutus Creed, American Made.
So it's interesting how this matchup came about. The War Raiders knocked off Judgment Day a couple of weeks ago. Thought that would earn them a rematch for the tag team titles against the New Day. New Day said, you got to prove yourself some more. They suggested a match with American Made for the War Raiders tonight, and our general manager, Adam Pearce, made that happen.
What an honor it will be to have them on commentary alongside of us as they continue to run from the War Raiders. Is that what it sounds like?
Yeah, I can't wait to question them about that. I'm sure they'll have some sort of excuse. Miami Vice wear by Xavier Woods tonight.
That's a good fit out of Xavier Woods. Kofi Kingston as well. Neither of those outfits we could wear, for certain.
I would never go anywhere with my shirt unbuttoned, except Logan Paul's podcast.
Yeah, and I shouldn't have been shirtless in public either. And ladies and gentlemen, Raw is War. Raiders.
And their opponents, the team of Eric and Ivar, the War Raiders.
Well, in just a matter of moments, we are going to have the opportunity to be graced by the current tag team champions. You hear them cackling
Well,
in the background.
I'm so happy to be here right now, Pat.
because we got to see you get the dog snot beat out of you in front of everybody.
It was incredible.
Oh my God, you got what you deserve.
He beat the brakes off you.
Bro, I watched that match back like 4 times already, and I'm so glad
You
they
watched
showed
it
the
back?
highlights. That's right.
Yeah, a bunch of times.
Where do you have the time to watch that back?
I make time for things that I need to make time for.
Multiple times today, actually.
Good grief.
Hey, Xavier.
Wow.
I knew this new commentary desk was good for something. Putting your feet up there. Yeah, it looked great, don't it?
I mean, the characters have got the New Day on, the heel turn, the character turn. Oh my god.
WWE is coming to Yingling.
I love it.
Tampa, Florida this May.
It's different.
Main event.
It's something
That is a
new
week
for
from
obviously
The
New Day.
WWE Battleground
Tag
on the
team
25th, Monday
action.
Night Raw. 2 weeks from
I
tonight on
hate
the
it.
26th and
I
NXT
hate
on
it.
the 27th.
I'm not used to it
Individual
yet.
Event tickets on sale now via Ticketmaster.
But I still
Well,
love it.
ladies and gentlemen, based upon what happened earlier tonight, this tag team match has been made official for Saturday night's main event on NBC a week from Saturday. Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker will team up against CM Punk and Sami Zayn at Saturday night's main event.
So, Saturday night's main event. Me and you. We good? We're gonna do this?
I'm good, but I'm not. You know, I'm having a hard time trusting anybody right now.
All right. Fair enough. I can understand that because I had a hard time trusting you when you teamed with us at War Games. But I did. And you know what? That worked out pretty well for us.
Yeah.
Look, man, I'm not stupid. I know. You like to do things your way. You got your goals. You got your ambitions. I'm not that different.
You like to do things
Yeah,
your
I
way,
like to
too.
do things my way. I have my trust me, I have my ambitions. But the truth is, neither of us going to get anything done. Not with those guys standing in the way.
You're not lying.
We work together. Saturday night's main event. We take him out.
On NBC, Saturday night's main event. Meanwhile, the War Raiders and American-made the Creed Brothers set to go in tag team action tonight. Perhaps the winner of this match could earn a future tag team title opportunity against our guests on commentary, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods of the New Day. However, it appears to me that the New Day has been trying to duck and trying to run away. Here's the cover from the War Raiders.
Is that true?
No, trying to duck them. We beat them at WrestleMania.
Oh, wait a minute. You beat them at WrestleMania by cheating. Let's get that out there.
Look at you, you of all people.
Tag.
Did you not just try to cheat? To us 48 hours ago?
No, I wasn't
You
cheating.
tried to help your friend win?
He was
You tried to help him
outwitting.
win?
He was
You tried
outwitting.
to cheat in his match against Gunter?
What did you want me to do? I got pulled into the ring physically.
And then you cheated. You're a biased commentator. You're a biased interpretator of the match. How dare you, Michael?
We're talking about you guys right now,
That's
please.
disgusting, bro.
Yeah, we always are.
That's disgusting.
Well, let's get back to the
Blatantly
action.
hypocritical.
Because the War Raiders, who the New Day are running scared of, are dominating the Creed brothers right now. Eric dumping a Ivar on top of a Brutus. And by the way, you guys have
I love how
been trying to
commentary
save
are getting
positions
more
between
and
the War
more
Raiders
involved.
For weeks. They look pretty great
I don't know if
together
anyone
tonight.
else
I saw
has
them
topped
hanging out
that,
together
but
all day today.
I've seen it since the start of the years, ever since Netflix did Raw, sorry, and WWE debuted on big live events and
There's a crack in the
pay-per-views on
foundation right
Netflix.
there.
That's why we want to give them an opportunity.
Commentary
You
started
understand
getting
that?
more and more
That's
involved
why
again.
we want to give them an opportunity.
I
I'm
realize the
loving
Creed brothers are
Genuinely.
multi-time NCAA collegiate wrestling champions, correct? Former NXT
So you
champions.
say it would be easier to beat them than the War Raiders?
I didn't say that.
We said we want the best competition. Look at these guys. Look what they're doing to the War Raiders right now.
The War Raiders,
Come
former
on.
NXT tag champions, former WWE tag team champions. They've held tag team gold around the world on pretty much every continent, but we beat them. So we want to make sure we are creating opportunities for this younger generation.
Way to look out.
Man, you
Way
see
to look
that?
out.
That's all we're trying to do. That's all we're trying to do.
So this isn't because you guys don't want to wrestle anybody. It's because you want other people to wrestle more to earn their stripes.
They
So you can
gotta
see who
earn
the
it,
best is.
Just like we did. What do you mean?
Gotta earn it. Look at that. The D1 wrestling ability coming into play there.
Look at
Tag
that,
made
man.
double team by the Creed brothers.
That's all these guys need is a chance, man. That's all we're trying to do is provide them with an opportunity. Is that so bad?
I
Rick,
do
you know?
have to admit I like your outfits. I could never pull it off with
You
the
know you couldn't. No, you
unbuttoned
couldn't.
shirt thing. But
Well, you should never have your shirt unbuttoned regardless of where you are.
Fresh Air Forces here on you, Xavier Woods. And then you have Toei Crocs. What's
no,
going on?
No, these are Braver Studios. You wouldn't know anything about this. I can't even talk sneakers with you because it's so far above.
Looks like a
Those
Bigfoot
aren't
mold.
sneakers, I
Come
don't
on,
think.
man.
I don't
Like
believe
a
those
big-
are
Come on,
sneakers.
man.
Bigfoot mold.
Come on,
A foot you can never fill, Michael.
Or the Hulk. You being a punter. Oh, hold on, man.
Cheap shot.
What are they saying?
We're doing commentary.
We're out here just trying to promote the match.
And look at now Julius launched into Brutus, and wait a minute, nobody there.
Oh, look at that.
For Eric to tag.
If his partner was really his partner, he'd be there for him to tag.
He was knocked off the apron with a cheap shot.
In the foundation
You guys are supposed to be commentators.
You see that?
And we're commentators.
Uh-oh, look out. Eric puts right into a right hand.
Because his partner was not there for him, so he's now in the mud.
It might have been distracted by the New Day sucks chance.
Oh my gosh, look.
American made.
Look at the power of Julius.
Oh my God.
Too bad your partner couldn't help you. There you go. Hey,
that boy's
if
strong.
he dies, he dies.
Oh
That's what they say, right?
Okay, Creed. Okay,
oh,
Creed.
Man, get them, boys. Those are my kids. Those are my kids.
Okay.
Bruh. I've literally got nothing to say. I'm just like in the fucking.
Where were you at?
Where were you? I was.
Play the.
Whoa, Creed.
So I'm sure if American made
Play
wins,
the,
they would probably
play the
try to
script
dump
up.
them and not
You guys
allow
will give them a
tag
title
team
shot if they win?
opportunity.
We're not giving anyone anything. If they win this match and possibly many more after that, then they
Wait a
have done
minute.
the work to
So why
earn
don't you go on record
championship.
right now and say if they win this match, the Creeds, you'll give them a tag title opportunity?
And the War Raiders.
Yeah, and the War Raiders.
It's not up to us, like Kofi said. And also, why would winning one match mean you get a shot at what we have, the greatest tag team in the
If
world?
the War Raiders win this, it would be 2. They knocked off the Judgment Day a couple of
How
weeks
many
ago.
matches we had to win to get back here? And we had to fight all these people. You understand that? They don't want us to be here.
No.
Huh? We're going to get...
Well, why do you maybe look at the way you treated them?
Yeah, you guys have said some terrible things about these people.
Because they said terrible things about us.
They led with the energy and we just returned it, and all of a sudden that's a problem. Why? Can't answer that.
I mean, it's a valid point.
Exactly.
They're being negative towards you guys because what you did to Big E, though, right?
Exactly.
Well, negativity breeds negativity. All we did with Big E was just have a conversation with him. We didn't put hands on him. We keep re-emphasizing this. People didn't like what we said, but it was true. It was harsh, but it was true. It was harsh, but it was fair.
It's 2025, so we can't have tough conversations now? You get mad and get your panties all in a bunch because somebody said the truth to you, huh?
And you guys have become tag team champions again in this new day.
That's
so
right.
you have to feel justified.
We are justified.
We always were justified.
Oh!
Always?
This is the proof.
Cover!
This is the proof, Pat.
And a
Once
kick
again,
out.
How many championships have you won, Pat? Thank you.
Just curious.
Thank you. In your profession, how many championships did you win? Thank you.
And when you brought that kicking skill to the ring, it worked out about just as well, didn't it?
Yikes.
On Saturday. Yeah.
Yikes.
That is true. You guys are potentially one of the greatest of all time,
You
right?
say this. We are literally the greatest. Also, your glasses are far too small for your face.
I know, yeah. It came together very late. Popped a blood vessel in my eye when I got chopped in the face.
Another reason you shouldn't be in there trying to do what we do.
I just have to stick up for my friend.
Yes,
Which you guys throw your friends under
you
the
guys
bus.
threw your friend under the bus, by the way.
I'm sticking up for my friend.
You are. What a terrible friend you are to put him in this position.
No, he
Many a
didn't do
time. And now his face is so swollen that he can't even wear his glasses.
You know what it's like?
And here you are.
It's like your girlfriend was popping off at the club and you had to stand up and fight instead of her.
Dang.
That's what it looked like.
Again.
That's not the case. It's me sticking up for a friend.
Golly.
It's me sticking up for a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how'd that work out for you? Swollen face and all.
I'll tell you what, I popped a blood vessel in my eyeball. I did not expect that.
Did you get your drink or something afterwards? At least say thank you?
Yeah, see, we had a nice...
You know what? Enough of the gossip. Let's get back to what
Put them together
we're here
now.
for. And that
Put
is
them together for
American
American
Made and War Raiders, because one of these teams could face you for the tag team titles.
Yes, that's the hope. That sure is the hope. That's the whole point of all of this.
The team that earns it. We want stiff competition. We want the best.
And Brutus trying to drag himself
Hey, is that
forward
camera?
to make a tag to Julius. Ivar ready to get into the matchup
It's
as
just one of
well.
those situations.
Critical moment here.
Team inside. It's just like.
Tag made to Ivar.
And
Julius
if they
makes
did
the tag
like
as
the
well.
yap,
Wow!
it makes it harder to,
Former tag champs, the
Watch.
War Raiders, taking on the Creed brothers of American Made, and Ivar flattening Julius there. The current tag champs, the New Day, with us at ringside, scouting potential competition.
That big bone splash getting him.
Ivar's flying around, beating the hell out of American Made.
Cartwheel. Whoa!
Oh, what a spin kick.
My 7-year-old does gymnastics too.
Can
Your
you deliver a
7-year-old doesn't look like that.
No, he definitely doesn't.
Cartwheels, we don't get rounds of applause like this. He does a cartwheel, the whole place is going nuts.
Well, he weighs 330 pounds.
Again, not to be celebrated.
Yeah, man. That's an issue.
Oh, but is this the doom salt? That is incredible.
Well,
oh no, he's going up.
I don't know why you're making fun of a guy who weighs 330 and moves like he
330.
weighs 200.
Nimble, like a ninja. Ivar, speaking of, hold
Now,
on.
that's athleticism right there.
Tag.
That's athleticism right there. Look at that.
This is impressive.
Can Ivar do that?
National champion.
Oh my God.
Off the superplex, Brutus Creed, moonsault, cover for the win. Kick out.
Toughness of the War Raiders showing.
The grit. Holy
And
fuck.
The War Raiders are tough. Ivar is tough. This is why when Eric was out, he went on a tear as a singles performer. Eric is back, and they lost at Mania. Look at that.
That spinning side slam by Ivar, looking to make a tag to Eric, and the tag is made. And now Eric showing off his power.
Toss. I wonder if he amateur wrestles as well. He's got some hips on him. He can toss somebody. He can toss somebody.
Strong guy, working out on that farm. I know he works out on the farm.
But is it enough to get a title shot against your boys?
I guess we're gonna find out.
They should just be given a rematch anyway because of the way you won the title.
That's
But
the
it
thing.
doesn't really
You
matter.
earn, but you're saying give. See, we don't give anything.
The way you tried to beat Gunther and it didn't work.
Oh! Into the corner.
Almost earned a win there.
Cover by Eric. And breaking things up is Brutus Creed.
Oh, with the pummel.
Yeah, Brutus, the
big forearm.
massive 282-pounder.
Massive knee to the jaw.
Julius Creed, 229.
Man down in the
This is
middle of the ring.
what a
Holy
match.
shit.
What a match.
So
what a match.
Hey,
what a great match.
Look at our
aren't
champion.
the people
showing
happy that we
respect.
brought them this match?
So
This came about because of us.
who would you rather face?
The best.
Face the best. I don't know how many times we got to tell you that, Michael.
We don't know who the best is going to be
That's what
because
we're here for.
people have to earn it. Why do you want us to just give people title shots, Michael?
It ain't Christmas, bro.
Like, again, we don't suck. We're literally the champions.
Tags. Ivar and
These
Brutus
people
now
out here
legal.
lying, bro. It's like they lied to you, Pat.
And look at Brutus Creed.
Ah, the strength. The strength of this fresh, young tag team wrestler.
Hey, they want it, man.
And
That's the kind of hunger that you look for.
I could imagine them tossing you guys around like that. I'd probably be a lot easier than Eric and Ivar.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. That's
Holy hell!
Ivar, caught!
One step ahead. They've been doing their homework.
Caught by the Creeds. Down goes Ivar. Planted, cover.
That's it. Game time is done.
Eric just saves the matchup.
What a knee.
Knee to
Holy
the jaw.
fuck.
Eric there for Ivar, unlike Ivar wasn't there for Eric.
See
right?
that?
You saw that, right? Okay. Just pointing it out.
Oh, God, did you hear that? Xavier Woods going to get himself in trouble. Kobe, you might want to go help your partner.
I thought you guys were doing commentary. Xavier Woods.
Wait a minute, Ivar going up top. Look at Kingston. Kobe Kingston off headsets, blasting Ivar. And now the attack from behind. Kobe Kingston off a distraction from Xavier Woods. Once again, nefarious tactics by the tag team champions.
Look at the Creed brothers. Julius holding up Ivar.
And the Brutus ball. American made knock off the War Raiders thanks to the tag champs.
Winners, American made.
Oh, he said it at the top of this thing, Pat. The New Day obviously dodging the War Raiders, but now American made and has picked up the win. They could be problems for the tag champs as well.
Yeah, American made. The Creed brothers are probably wondering when their tag team shots are coming. Kofi Kingston knocking Ivar off balance off the top rope. Distracting just enough for the Creed brothers to take advantage. Brutus ball to Ivar. And down go War Raiders to the delight of our champs, the New Day.
Big win for the Creed brothers. You have to wonder, will they get a future tag team championship opportunity?
You know, they probably feel like they got one up on us out there tonight. They probably feel like they got us backed against the wall. They might even feel like they're winning this battle. And maybe they feel like I've underestimated them. They have no idea what I am capable of. Braun, I got one more thing I'd like you to do tonight before you take off.
have some fun.
That's never a good thing.
Short of it, you're going to hear it later on the show, but I wanted you to hear it from me first. Appreciate you. He's the world heavyweight champion. Jey Uso saw him earlier tonight coming to the aid of Sami Zayn and CM Punk. The champ's on his
Is that Finn and Roxanne?
Tonight.
Oh my. That's going to be a funky little storyline if anything develops from that. Finn and Roxanne Perez?
Ladies and gentlemen, Pat McAfee!
Louisville, Kentucky, it has been an absolute honor to be here with you tonight. I appreciate you all so much.
We love McAfee.
I had a chance to come to this city when I was in college. Our West Virginia versus Louisville Cardinals matchups were must-watch, must-see. You guys were always absolutely spectacular. The Louisville Slugger has changed the world. The Kentucky Derby is must-watch every single year. And tonight, you all have been blowing the roof off this place since jump. We can't thank you enough for spending your Monday night with us. Now,
Tuesday morning,
I just
but okay.
got done fighting a big bastard from Austria.
Go on, Pat.
He's incredibly tough. He's incredibly strong. There's a reason he was the world champion. It was my honor to step in there. But the only reason I was doing it was for the good of my friend, Michael Cole. Sometimes you gotta stand up for what's right, especially when it's for a GOAT. Michael Cole's been doing this for 28 years. He's only missed 3 shows, and that's because this is the greatest business on earth with the greatest fans on earth, and we are lucky that we get to do this every week. Have a great night. We love you. Cheers.
Thanks, Pat. Let's head up to Kathy Kelly.
Oh, these two?
I'm here with A-Town Down Under, and I would love to address the elephant in the arena. There's been growing tension between you two the last...
The elephant in the room, you mean your mum? Hey, first of all, last week was my fault. I was trying to be a good mate, giving you a marquee match, but maybe the surprise was too big. I'm sorry.
No. I can beat Sheamus. I just need more time to prepare, not a surprise, Grayson.
I agree. So that's why I talked to Piercy. And
No, we know. You talked to Pierce. You got me a rematch. But that's because you're a nice guy, right? But I'm a nice guy, too. So I talked to Adam Pierce and the match that you were supposed to have. Well, guess what? Next week, Grayson Waller versus Sheamus!
Are we finally seeing the implosion of A-Town
Sam
Down Under?
Roberts, Megan Morant going to have a lot to talk about tomorrow as they dive into everything. Monday Night Raw on the WWE on the Raw Recap, brought to you by Fanatics, available every Tuesday on WWE's YouTube and all audio platforms, wherever you get your podcasts. This week's guest, the spectacular Penta. Well, Pat and I had the privilege of being here last week for what ended up being a spectacular main event between Jey Uso and Seth Rollins, Jey's first title defense of the World Heavyweight Championship. Things broke down in the end. Nonetheless, Jey was still the champion. But it is what happened after Raw went on off the air that really took us by surprise. I'll show you. It was a cheap shot, a blindside attack by that man, Logan Paul, on Jey Uso. 16 million social media views 12 hours after this attack.
You have something that I want, which means I'm going to take it from you. So start paying attention, because your world title, it's mine, Jey.
In fact, not only 16 million in 12 hours, but nearly 30 million over overall since that assault last week on Monday Night Raw. Now, wow. Because of that, this is what's going to happen a week from Saturday. You and I will be there on NBC, 8 Eastern, Saturday night's main event. Jey Uso defends his World Heavyweight title against Logan Paul. Jey get it done again.
They really have built that title to be the workhorse title, haven't they now? Hey, they've done a lot of work with that title, I love it. Yeah, man. We're here for it, bro.
Blue Yeetville. You get it?
I like it.
Yeah.
Jey Uso celebrating with the WWE fans here tonight.
That kid's right on beat with the Yeet. And you, Cole, could never find it in your life.
I never have been able to.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the World Heavyweight Champion, Main Event, Jey Uso.
Just seeing Jey with gold around his waist
So
in
proud to be
singles
champion.
run is insane. I love it.
Taking on all comers as we saw last week. At least I got that down.
Hey, that was pretty good out of you. Not bad for you. What a great night to be Jey Uso. Our world champion.
Well, it's not if Logan's gonna be there. If Logan's gonna be there, bro's gonna get fucking sucker punched.
Hell yeah, Jey.
It is amazing seeing all the smiles on everybody's faces when Jey Uso makes his way to the ring.
It's because he's earned this. And this WWE Universe respects the hell out of that. His journey, his fight, his story. His Yeet, baby!
Cole tapped out. Well, I'm still doing it. I'm just sitting down. Saturday took a lot out of me. You?
I was surprised fucking McAfee's even still standing after Saturday. But Gunther went light on him, I think.
You know what they want, Cole? One more Yeet, they said.
Encore time.
Lighters to the sky.
Get. They're going again. Holy fuck, dude.
The universe's champ.
I said the World Heavyweight Champion main event, Jey Uso is now in your...
We love that, bro.
Got a lot going on. Big target on my big back. So let me get something off my big chest. Hey, Logan Paul. You're talking out the side of your neck, Oos. Saying I'm not championship material. Say I got a glass jaw. He keep on ducking me. Keep on sneaking me. But look though, at Saturday Night Main Event, it's me and you, Oos. Yeah. Face to face. All right? Face to face. Two-time world shocker. The arena shaker. I promise you this. After that Saturday night, I still will be your world.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Not this again.
Well, the former World Heavyweight Champion, the man that Jey Uso beat back at WrestleMania. The man who put Pat McAfee through a war this past Saturday night.
What?
The
What?
ring general.
Where is this going?
Gunther.
This man's aura is for real. When you stand within a few feet of him, you can sense it. 6'4", 250 pounds. An absolute punisher.
I wasn't going to say it.
We did not.
We've already had enough trouble with this guy, Paul.
The unimaginable came true. Jey Uso, World Heavyweight Champion. You know, it's the first time since that moment that we meet again. You mean a moment where I made you tap out? You know, Jay, I understand what you're doing here because I know what it's like to be a champion. 80% of my time in that company, I've been a champion, so I understand. I understand there's a lot of pressure on you, but just because I understand doesn't mean my opinion on you changed. I can feel this position is not natural to you. Because unlike me, you are not a natural champion.
Oh.
And since you like to run your mouth a lot, I'm actually quite surprised that you haven't spread the news yet.
What?
So let that pleasure be mine. Because as Adam Pearce told you before you walked down here, the winner out of you and Logan will have the honor to hand over the World Heavyweight Championship to its rightful owner, me, der Ringgeneral Gunther. Jay, in 1 month from now, on June 9th in Phoenix, Arizona, I will challenge the winner out of you and Logan for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Jay.
I mean, yeah, he can do that because he.
I really do hope it's you. Because I would love nothing more than to shut you and all those people up for good. I would love nothing more to get in that ring with you again, outclass you, and remind you where your place is. Jay.
Hold on. Remind me of my place. My place? I'm in my place. This my place. I run this place with this on my arm. I'ma handle the YouTuber. And then me and the ring general, we gonna run it back. And I'ma walk in this match the same way I walked out of WrestleMania. World Heavyweight Champion. 4 letters, 1 word.
A fired up Jey Uso oozing with confidence. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, because Uso has to go through Logan Paul a week from Saturday. That's Saturday night's main event, because the winner of that match will face the ring general Gunther 4 weeks from tonight for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Logan Paul could shock the world like he's done plenty of times. And whoever walks out of Saturday night's main event has an absolute problem in Phoenix, Arizona, in the ring general waiting.
Busy month for the World Heavyweight Champion. Enjoy it while you can.
I tried to show Roxanne respect last week. Julia もロクサーヌも才能はあるのかもしれないけど They don't deserve any respect. Tonight, 私がレッスルメニアでビアンカとリアにやったようにあんたたち2人にも同じことを教えてあげる Nobody in this division can stop me. Nobody in this division will ever take this championship from your sky.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, our main event tonight, the current women's world champion, Io Sky, teams with a former world champion in Rhea Ripley to take on 2 women who I believe will both be world champions one day. Roxanne Perez and Julia, a big-time tag team match in our main event later on tonight, live on Netflix.
Roxanne and Julia, main event, Monday Night Raw. NXT girls taking over.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the wrestling world lost a trailblazer over the weekend. Legendary ECW superstar, Sabu. He was a hardcore extraordinaire, and he passed away at the age of 60. A 2-time ECW world champion who had a legendary rivalry with a friend of mine named Taz.
I was incredibly lucky to grow up during the era of ECW. Obviously, we all had our own trampoline wrestling associations around the country, and we all followed the way of the ECW superstars. And what Sabu did every time he performed was put his life on the line for everybody's entertainment. We are forever grateful for his service to this industry.
We all remember Sabu tonight. Send our condolences to his family and friends.
Wow. Only 60 years of age. That's too young, man. Well, Michael Cole said it perfectly. Thoughts and prayers to his family and friends. That is.
I mean, Sabu is just legendary, and just glad we got the chance to experience that man in action over the years.
Certainly. And thank you, Sabu Chance here in Louisville, reigning through the entire WWE universe for certain.
Been quite the night here On Monday Night Raw, we were graced by the presence of the tag team champions, the New Day, who, well, really had to sort of set up this match between the War Raiders and the Creed brothers of American Made. We've said it all along, the New Day, I believe, is running from the War Raiders. And it, well, showed tonight because the New Day would distract them, allowing the Creed brothers to capitalize.
It did feel as if the New Day wanted the Creed brothers to get the dub. They said they're just looking for the best competition to compete for their tag titles, and American-made Creed brothers took advantage of the distraction for certain.
Yeah, it was Ivar in deep, deep trouble as Brutus would climb to the top rope, and this is classic Creed brothers here, the Brutus ball. And the question now becomes, who gets the next opportunity at the tag champs? You think it should be the Creed brothers, or should it be the War Raiders?
Well, if you're the Creed brothers, you certainly wonder when you're getting your shot at the titles, and I think that was potentially what they were talking about immediately afterwards. Those two have all the talent in the world.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing. If you're the New Day, who do you want to face? I mean, the War Raiders are former champs. You cheated to beat them at WrestleMania. The Creed brothers are up-and-comers, tremendous team. I don't know who I'd want.
Yeah, and the tag team division here on Monday Night Raw is obviously stacked. If you're the champs, you got everybody coming after you, and both of them could be problematic.
Yeah, the New Day believe they're the greatest tag team of all time. Well, they have to show that week in and week out.
They would say they have done that enough.
Perhaps.
Every week, you see it happen?
We're sick of this.
We want a match right now.
We're sick
Right
of this.
now.
Right now.
Listen to yourselves. Listen to yourselves. Oh, boo-hoo. We want another match.
You know what's actually not fair is the way that we have been treated over the past 6 months. We didn't cry about it. We rose above it. We rose above it and we found a way to become the tag team champions again.
So if you want a shot at our tag team titles, you can take your lice-infested beards and get to the back of the line.
All the way to the back.
Guys, look. As much as I don't like it, and I know you don't like it, you saw it, and the referee's decision is final. The Creeds get the title match.
That's it. But the referee's decision is final.
And you guys are a pain in mine. You want to keep sticking your nose in Raiders business? Well, now I'm sticking the Raiders in yours because it's a triple threat.
No, come on,
now it's a feature.
Come on, Pierce. You're driving me to run forever. You can't run forever. You can't run forever. No more running. Can't run forever.
Wow. Triple threat for the tags?
Ladies and gentlemen, WWE is coming to LA on Saturday, June 7th with Worlds Collide at Kia Forum and Money in the Bank at Intuit Dome. Individual event tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. Let's head over to our broadcast colleague, Jackie Redmond.
Cole, Pat, thank you so much. I'm backstage with Ludwig Kaiser. Ludwig, thank you for the time. You know, last year was such a breakout year for you. You had wins over the likes of Sheamus, Braun Breaker. I mean, you were a top contender for the Intercontinental Championship, but we're almost halfway through 2025, and it feels like we haven't seen you in competition all that much. So I guess my question, Ludwig, maybe another time.
Wolf, hey, come on, get back. Get back, Braun. Get back, that's enough. We need some help here. Hey, Jay, come on. Make sure he doesn't come. Get him back. Hey, we make sure he goes.
Jay, stay down. We'll get you some help.
We need medical here. Hey, what happened? Braun Breaker. Jay, we need medical here. What happened? Hey, talk to me. What happened? Good? Get a medic. Get a medic. Come on.
Well, obviously, that is what Seth Rollins told Braun Breaker to do. Nonetheless, Monday Night Raw is live tonight on Netflix. It's presented.
Oh, Michael.
Hey, Uso. Down and out because of Braun Breaker. You saw CM Punk and Sami Zayn have that moment of recognition.
Alright, Finn and AJ.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Judgment Day, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor!
Well, this is an interesting story that's been developing between Finn Balor and, of course, the rest of Judgment Day, Pat. AJ Styles had some things to say about Dominic Mysterio in recent weeks, so Dominic asked Finn Balor if Finn would take care of the AJ Styles problem. Finn seemed to get a bit taken aback by that, maybe even insulted by the fact that he had to clean up Dominic's problems, and then he said, I'm just kidding with you, kid. I'll help you do it.
Well, the Judgment Day operate in strange ways, and JD McDonough and Carlito are out here, obviously, with Finn Balor.
Is it odd that the Intercontinental Champion Dominic's not out here?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was alluding to. Where's Dom?
We know he's here. We saw him earlier. JD, where's Dom? Where's Dom? Well, he's obviously ignoring us.
JD, great work with the time zone. Where is Dom? Where's Dom?
What planet is Dominic on?
Where's Dom? No answers from anybody here. They had to have heard us. They're feet away.
Well, we're in the Eastern time zone tonight. Backlash was in the Central time zone, so perhaps Dom's still screwed up.
Yeah, who knows what time zone Dom's in, to be honest with you.
His opponent from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
For the fourth time, these two men will go one-on-one here tonight. The first time they ever met in WWE back in October of 2017 at the TLC Premium Live event. These two former leaders of the Bullet Club go one-on-one again here tonight.
Obviously, global superstars here, the best of the best, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, working on Raw against Finn Balor.
You know, there's been a lot of rumblings back in the locker room area that Finn Balor is extremely bitter and jealous over the fact that Dominic Mysterio is the current Intercontinental Champion, that Dominic pinned him at WrestleMania to win the Fatal 4-Way, but that Finn Balor is just putting on a, well, nice face at this point in time.
You can certainly see how Finn might be jealous of Dom. He's also kind of taking on a leadership role in there, which is, I guess, a part of the problem of Judgment Day. There are no leaders. But what if one of them's a champ and everybody else isn't?
Well, Balor, the former Universal Champion, against the two-time former WWE Champion and AJ Styles, two all-time greats. Not exaggerating that, folks, in the ring right now.
AJ Styles, Finn Balor.
These two just know each other so well. This is going to be a good match.
AJ Styles, sick and tired of listening to Dominic run his mouth. You know, Dominic, listen.
I'll be honest, if it's not a clean match, it'll still be a fucking fantastic.
But ever since he has won the Intercontinental Championship, he has been insufferable as ever. He's already calling himself the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Yeah, the greatest Mysterio of all time, the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. He's bossing people around in the Judgment Day, and for some reason it feels like the people love it. Great wrestling here out of AJ Styles and Finn Balor.
AJ take down a Balor now, controlling this matchup.
Oh.
Balor trying to fight out of it.
A lot of one-upsmanship here.
Great switch by Balor there. JD McDonough, Carlito at ringside in support of Balor of the Judgment Day.
And a half a century of experience right now in the ring on Monday Night Raw.
I think AJ Styles may be making a play for the Intercontinental title.
As he should.
AJ's won it once in his career. Balor, a two-time Intercontinental Champion, as AJ Styles sends Balor outside of the ring.
Finn Balor probably wants a shot at that Intercontinental title as well, deep down.
I'm sure he does. I don't know what Dominic thinks about that.
Two goats battling on Monday Night Raw in Louisville.
That's disrespectful.
As we saw at Backlash Saturday, Dom versus Penta, Judgment Day always in control of their matches because of the numbers game and the guys hanging out outside the ring like you're saying tonight.
AJ Styles has been very welcoming of Finn back into the ring, and that's where he wants to keep this, because once he gets outside, obviously these two, the one with the large head, the one with the apple, always going to be able to take care of the advantage. That's one bad apple right there in Carlito and JD McDonough on the other side.
That's quite the descriptors. And now AJ Styles with the waist lock applied to Balor.
The head in the apple. And Finn Balor. Missing Dom, Raquel.
Well, Dom really missing his girlfriend as well. Liv Morgan has been out filming a movie. Due back soon, from what we understand.
Congrats to her, obviously. Yeah. She's on the opposite side of the earth right now. Is Finn Balor in the Judgment Day battling against AJ Styles.
In a place where these two men battled out over the years.
Finn Balor really in control here. Not a lot of help from Judgment Day yet either. I didn't expect this out of AJ Styles. I thought the Phenomenal One was potentially going to have the advantage over Finn Balor when this came to Styles.
AJ, nice takedown of Balor.
Snap here, arm drag, AJ Styles in top.
Talked to AJ earlier today, and he said he's still having fun. Still loves coming out here and competing every night. Says he still has some championship runs in his future.
I mean, it has to be great to be great. And that's what AJ Styles is and has been. Sunset flip.
And there's Balor. That's classic Balor there. That roll through into the basement drop kick. Cover now. Styles quickly gets the shoulder up.
Finn Balor knows exactly how to control his momentum. And that basement drop kick there, roll through. Thing of beauty.
Finn also wastes very little time staying on the mat.
Which is why he's potentially not
Go back to his
loving
feet
the
quick.
fact that Dominic
The more
Mysterio
oxygen
is maybe
you can get in
bossing
your lungs
around
at that
a
time is
yeah, that's a good way to put
help.
it. Dominic has seemed to get a bit bossy as of late.
I feel like he thinks Judgment Day needs a leader. Somebody needs at least point everybody in the right direction. Why not the Intercontinental Champion? And Finn Balor has not loved that.
The one thing I have noticed is Dom has it's been a bit more mouthy since Liv hasn't been around.
He's probably speaking for two now. He's always in constant communication, which still doesn't make sense to me with how far away she is in the time zone thing, but they're talking on a regular basis.
You think Dom knows how to use FaceTime?
Yeah, right.
It's actually quite a good match. I can't lie. The star power of both of these two men
Finn Balor taking advantage and taking control
No
of
pun
this
intended.
matchup here against AJ Styles. Balor is, well, I guess you could call it doing Dirty Dom's dirty work because Dominic asked him to take care of the AJ Styles problem for him tonight.
Absolutely, and he didn't think that was too sweet to get bossed around by Dominic Mysterio's AJ Styles with a backbreaker.
Knee to the spine by Styles.
Fantastic recovery.
Finn Balor obviously has the numbers game, but inside the ring, one-on-one with the Phenomenal One.
Floated into the cover, and again, a kick out at one. Another look at the knee right to the spine of Balor.
AJ Styles has been doing that for
Shredding everything in that lower back.
very comfortable in the ring for good reason. Body slam. AJ Styles listening to Louisville.
And Styles caught Balor. Balor tries to get back to his feet, get some relief here.
The hang time from AJ Styles there for that knee. Finn Balor takes advantage of the time. Little kick to the gut. Ooh, big chop. I'll tell you, those do not feel good.
Yeah, the chest shows it. Again, another chop by AJ and another one to Balor. Balor, though, hanging AJ up on the top rope.
Two very crafty veterans in the ring right now. Finn Balor showcasing that. Get a chance to breathe. Tonight's main event is going to be spectacular.
Coming up in a matter of minutes. Rhea and Io together as a team against Roxanne and Julia. Man, what a future for those two women.
Absolutely.
That
Our
tag
main
team
event
match is
Raw
gonna be
is Finn Balor's trying to stomp a hole in the Phenomenal One's face.
In the face of our official tonight, Sean Bennett.
Greatest officials in all of professional sports here. Trying to maintain some control. It's going to be tough with Judgment Day involved.
Balor slowing the pace down. Body shots to Styles.
These methodical shots here to AJ. Beating him down.
Two veterans that know exactly how to control the pace in the ring.
I was going to stretch him out a little bit.
Looking for an abdominal stretch perhaps on Styles.
Point of the elbow.
Yeah, right into the ribs.
Finn Balor. Excruciating pain as Finn Balor is enjoying it all. AJ Styles going through it.
Yeah, mocking Styles and AJ trying to fight out.
Oh, a knee, or an elbow to the knee.
Louisville fans trying to get AJ back into this. Styles now with a hip toss. And a clothesline, and here comes Styles. AJ trying to pick up the face. There's that flying, sliding forearm.
And this is where AJ takes control.
AJ Styles catching a second win.
Onto the corner. Balor now up on Styles' shoulders. Vintage Styles there, dropping Balor on the back of his head. Cover, hook to the leg, and a kick out by Finn.
These bursts out of AJ Styles can end any matches. JD McDonough and Carlito watch along.
This is a great match.
Finn Balor.
I love it.
To get to his feet. AJ Styles says, "I'll help."
Well, now, once again, we were wondering when this was going to happen. JD McDonough up on the apron, causing the first distraction of this matchup. AJ back to his attention to Balor. Balor rolls him up, though. Maybe playing possum to take advantage, but a kick out. And now Balor says it's over. Oh, Styles, though, able to slip underneath and deliver the kick.
Great film study from AJ Styles.
These two just, like I said at the start of the match, these two just know each other so well.
Bill, both men down center of the ring.
Scriptwriters have played this to a T. Scriptwriters have really played this to a T. I love it.
Both men are down. McDonough looking on. Carlito.
It's like what happened at Backlash 2024. Cody Rhodes, AJ Styles. Practically zero fucking storyline, zero feuding, and still the star power of both those superstars together made an absolute outstanding match.
Yeah, two of the best ever do.
I wouldn't necessarily say it was a classic or an instant classic match, but it was definitely a good / great match.
Hear that one in Lexington.
100%.
Dominic's
and I'm seeing the same in this match.
You would assume he's watching his Judgment Day compadre.
You know he's here.
I'm getting some PTSD listening to those chops.
Oh my goodness, what do they feel like?
It's hard to describe. Just know that you feel them for a few days, brother.
It's Styles.
Answers with a chop of his own. Couple big rights from AJ Styles. Finn Balor's reeling.
And Styles, Balor. Look at Finn. Finn does some sort of armbar here. An armbar delivered to Styles. Unique way to get into it. Styles trying to block.
Or pin.
Shoulders are down. Balor's got to kick it too.
That's that ring IQ that AJ Styles possesses. Turn the armbar into a pin combination. Finn Balor had to release it. Balor obviously frustrated with the intelligence of AJ Styles.
Now going to make Styles pay.
Massive rights from Finn Balor.
Oh!
What the fuck?
Cover by Styles for the win and a kick out.
The fuck was that from AJ?
So dynamic.
I don't think I've ever seen that one before. That's a new one.
Almost ended this match up out of nowhere. Let me dump you on your face. 1, 2. AJ's in control.
Yeah, literally.
It's been a clinic by both these men here.
I mean, I wouldn't exactly say it's been a clinic, but it's definitely been a great match.
Styles and Balor on high above the
Heavily
ring.
relying on the star power
looking
of
on
both
tonight at Louisville for Monday Night
carry the
Raw.
match
We're live on Netflix. And Styles hooking Balor here.
The star
And
power
there
in
is
the
a
back
superplex
story.
from the top by Styles. Both men are down. The impact to the back of the neck of Balor.
This has been an all-out war. A superplex being added to it is just so apropos. AJ Styles, Finn Balor pulling out all the stops.
Carlito, McDonough looking on from the Judgment Day.
This is awesome. Yum center.
And now Balor and Styles exchanging blows, back to their feet. AJ with a right gut punch by Balor. Another right hand by Styles.
AJ still standing.
Oh, and Balor with a premature celebration, and it may have and caught him. Oh, intercepted. Great counter by Styles. Looking for the calf crusher. Looking for the calf crusher on Balor.
It's in the middle of the ring, and it's deep.
He's got that locked in
AJ
deep.
into the calf crusher. Balor's in trouble now. Will Balor tap out? Trying to drag himself to the bottom rope and force a break. Fingertips away now for Balor. And he forces the break.
God, Finn Balor needed it.
Only
Judgment
just.
Day knew that that was going to be it. AJ Styles so damn phenomenal. Catches the Pele kick into the calf crusher. Almost makes Finn Balor tap out with Judgment Day looking on.
Now, look at how AJ goes right back to the now injured left leg of Balor.
Oh, wait a minute.
Finn, though, back to the middle of the ring. Drops Styles, and now Finn's back in control. Buys himself a little bit of time to regroup here.
Gives himself a little bit of space. Smart decision by Finn Balor. He's got to be hobbled. Maybe on one wheel for the rest of the way.
Finn targeting Styles. Styles is ready, and he meets him on a clothesline.
Intercepted, baby. These guys just, yeah, I can't see it.
Balor
Yeah,
with a sling
look at that
blade.
counter for counter, man.
Man, talk about evenly matched.
Absolutely.
And Balor drops Styles in the corner.
AJ Styles is right where Finn wants him to be. Coup de.
In the drop zone, Balor to the top, nobody home. Styles
Oh,
trying to
that
get
leg,
the
though.
bad leg that Styles worked the calf pressure on. Gives out for Balor.
That might have slowed him down on his way up to the top. Gave AJ Styles enough time. Now he's back to the same calf crusher.
Yeah, Styles right back to the same submission move, center of the ring, and more damage being done to the leg. Balor, though,
tried to roll through. AJ Styles caught him.
AJ now. Oh, and a Styles clash!
Out of nowhere.
AJ Styles stacking up Balor, who happens to kick it too.
Bro, how much does Balor have left?
I don't think he got quite all of it here, Pat.
Well, he floated into that very quickly. It looked like Finn Balor was pinned. Just ate the match.
That was a fantastic pinning
But Balor
combination.
able to kick out of the Styles clash by AJ. Indeed it is. The WWE fans showing their appreciation for these two great athletes here tonight.
Those chants have been said to these two men around the globe. Oh no, this bad apple, Carlito!
Well, Styles is going for the traditional Styles clash. Carlito had the referee distracted. AJ makes McDonough pay. And now Styles out on the apron. Balor trying to take advantage. And Styles with that sliding knee.
Handles Judgment Day. Can he finish Finn?
Styles again for the phenomenal forearm caught by Balor. And Balor now. Oh, and he connects 1918 cover now on Styles. Hook to the leg. Almost had him in a kick out.
2.998 seconds.
And look who's here. Penta takes out Carlito. Penta owes Judgment Day a lot. Killed the world backbreaker. Oh!
Good night, Carlito.
And Balor watching all that action transpire. Phenomenal forearm by Styles. Judgment Day was messing around through a lot of that matchup, and Penta made sure the sides were even, and AJ Styles picks up the win.
Penta coming out and taking care of Judgment Day. with a Mexican destroyer on the outside, led way to the phenomenal forearm from AJ Styles that put Finn out. 1, 2, 3.
And we thought it was over when Balor hit the 1916, but AJ Styles able to capitalize on Penta getting involved to put Balor away and pick up the victory here tonight.
It's too sweet here to watch AJ and Finn battle. Thanks to Penta, AJ picks up the win.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Money in the Bank is presented by...
Oh, Michael, again. That's the third time.
You know, Backlash Saturday was a tremendous premium live event. We've talked about the Pat and Gunther match. Of course, John Cena and Randy Orton saw that earlier on. But what about one of the matches that might have stolen the show? It was for the Intercontinental Championship. Lyra Valkyria against the man, Becky Lynch. This was a tremendous battle where Lyra Valkyria really came into her own on Saturday night.
Yeah, Lyra Valkyria has been putting on an absolute show since she arrived here on Raw and taking on Becky Lynch.
No way. I still can't believe that she actually stole that
perhaps
match.
with a broken nose, Lyra able to pick up the win, and then a very upset and frustrated Becky Lynch attacking Lyra Valkyria with a disarmer.
So where did Lyra actually stop
And
her?
there is the man, very disgruntled after what broke down Saturday night. Becky Lynch is here, live.
Carrying Cross in the New Day. See, it's little stuff like that you gotta, try and keep your eye out on. Because anything like that could be a hint at a little bit of foresight into something that might play into future storylines type shit. You know? Oh, these two.
No, you know what sucks? Lucha Libre sucks. You got people like Penta running around here doing whatever they want every single night. It's getting ridiculous. But let's not let him ruin what has been a great night for American Made. I mean, let's hear it for my boys qualifying for a tag team championship match. And hold on, I need to give one last special personal shout out to my new favorite wrestler in the WWE, the up-and-comer and the best luchador of all time, your new speed champion, El Grande Americano. I love you, bud. Thank you!
It's so funny how Chad Gable loves himself. Clash in Paris and Monday Night Raw are coming to La Défense Arena in Paris, France on Sunday, August 31st and Monday, September 1st. Combo tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster.
Wow. So we're going to Paris. Alright, here we go. This is gonna be good. I love how Chad Gable and American Made, the faction in itself, is getting a lot of screen time as well. I love that, I do, genuinely. This is a very different Becky Lynch to what we've seen during the PG era.
Ladies and gentlemen, Monday Night Raw live on Netflix tonight is in Kentucky's largest city. This is Louisville. 10th time in its history the city has hosted Monday Night Raw.
It's the first Raw.
3 years.
Yeah.
We've been here for Monday night.
I want OVW was here as well in 1980.
A very
God damn.
Becky Lynch.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man, Becky Lynch.
They're gonna let this go all the way through till SummerSlam out there.
I wasn't beaten on Saturday. No, Lyra was beaten on Saturday. You don't believe me? No, you don't believe me? Well, one of us was taken to a hospital, and one of us went to their nice big bus, had a nice warm shower, drank a shot of tequila, and basked in their brilliance. Me! And because even after everything that Lyra has done to me, after she came out week after week and attacked my character, the person that I am, I still made her the best version of herself. I gave her the best match of her career. And in just 3 weeks of standing on the outskirts of my spotlight, she has never mattered more than she does right now in her entire life, and it is not even close. But when the bell rang after the match, I didn't hear defeat. No. What I heard was an alarm ringing in my ear, and I realized how much I had been manipulated, not just by Lyra, but by all of you.
Oh, here we go. Yep.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know why I walked away from this for almost a year? Because you asked me to. The last time that I won the World Championship, I felt it. I heard the reaction. I saw all your comments online, and so I stepped away, because if I'm not here to win World Championships, then why am I here? But hey, no, look, I've always been for the people. I've always been for the people, so whatever you want, because hey, man, I have you to thank for my career, right? You guys, you carried me on your shoulders into the main event of WrestleMania. You saw yourselves in me. I was you were me. We were in this together, right? But then something happened. I won, and you couldn't see yourselves in me anymore, because you can't recognize success, because all you know is failure.
Jeez.
Yep. We're getting a full turn.
You hate what you cannot understand.
Yep, we're getting a full turn.
You want to know something? When I was out, one of my friends,
It's not just a feud, they're fully turning Becky Lynch.
Do you miss it? And I had a thought. I said, hey, no, I do. I miss being in the ring. But it's weird. I like myself more. And I didn't understand what I was saying, but now I do, because I wasn't captured by all of you. No, I didn't have to listen to you tell me who I am and what I'm about. I didn't have to listen to all of your lies. The same lies that I hear repeated from the one person that I had hoped for in this business. I didn't have to spin my wheels trying to prove myself that I wasn't what you say I am, but that all changes, because from now on, whatever you say I am, I am. So I'm selfish? Yes, I am. I'm greedy? Yes, I am. I'm cutthroat? was safe because the fire had gone out of Becky Lynch. Well, they're finally gonna realize what it's like to be held down by the man.
Well, one thing I'll say is apparently the fire hasn't gone out of Becky Lynch.
Oh,
Said,
shit.
I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would you say I am? And the man wants to get back on top. Clearly.
Oh, Rusev is back.
I didn't want to do that, Otis. I don't want to do any of this. All I want is just go home and be rich. But I was once programmed by lesser people too. And I can't leave my brothers until we all wake up. Do you think these people care that you're missing your family? Do you think these people care that each night your choice is to hurt or be hurt? Last week, Tazawa stepped up to me, and the crowd cheered him on, waltzing him straight into the flat line. And yet, you still seek their approval. That is because you let the sheep control the wolves. Get up off your knees, man! Don't you see that their cheers is like a stone to a blade? But I can see right through them. That's why they keep mocking me by chanting my name. But I will reclaim my own day once my job here is done. But until that day, remember this, my brothers. He will hurt me to hurt you. But I would rather you fall at my hand than fall out into the abyss.
Question for you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I will lose them.
Come on, Adam. Think about it. He can do this.
Tozawa-san, I respect the Hadi, okay, and that's brave, but I just can't give you a match with Rusev. You're not medically clear. He's not clear, guys.
He can do it. He can totally
You're
do
not
this.
clear.
I will be soon.
I know you will be, and when you are, we will revisit this conversation. I give you my word.
Tozawa! How are you doing, fella? Fair play to you, man, for never backing down. And I know when you are cleared, you're going to give the hairy Neanderthal hell, yeah?
That hairy Neanderthal.
Thanks, guys. Pierce, can I have a sec? You can. What a return last week. You know, Phil, I needed that, man. I was just dying to get back to work.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I needed to shake off that ring rust. What rust? Well, you know, it's all in the head, fella, but I'll be honest, I want to keep that momentum going. So how about it, right? Think about this, yeah? Next week, Celtic Warrior faces the bouncing wallaby waster, Grayson Waller. You know what? Consider that official, because that sounds like a banger. Now you're speaking my language, fella. It's great to be back. Glad to have you.
Good to see Shamo back.
Carries that shillelagh everywhere.
Absolutely. Bangers only with Sheamus, and next week, Grayson Waller's going to have to get into one.
Well, Monday Night Raw live on Netflix next week in the beautiful city of Greenville, South Carolina.
Ooh.
And what a lineup. This
That is
coming
a
Friday on
beautiful city.
SmackDown, qualifying matches begin for Money in the Bank, and they
Why not?
continue right here next Monday night on Raw, Money in the Bank. Well, if you win that, you can punch yourself a ticket to a World Championship opportunity sometime down the road. Also next week, because of what transpired just a little bit earlier on, AJ Styles teams with Penta. What a team that's going to be to take on Finn Balor and JD McDonough of Judgment Day. You said it, Pat. It is going to be a banger. Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior, back in action. You can thank Austin Theory for this against Grayson Waller, one-on-one next week. And hey, we're being told this match was just made by our general manager moments ago. It is not for the World Championship, but it is the champ Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker.
The dogs are going to be barking in South Carolina as main event Jey Uso and Braun Breaker.
That's going to be a dirty match, mate. I can already tell you now that is not going to be a clean match in any way, shape, or form. is this Julia? Yeah, it is. We got the main event. This is going to be messy as well. There's so many different personalities that play in this.
Pat, I cannot wait for this. The Monday Night Raw in-ring
I'm going to quickly
debut
go and
of Beautiful Madness. The former NXT Women's Champion, Julia. I said
wait,
this
so
earlier.
Monday Night Raw debut? Does that mean that these two are
Julia
officially
and
a part of
Roxanne
Monday
Perez
Night?
are going to dominate this business for years to come. They team up next against the world champion Sky, the former champ Rhea Ripley, in our main event on Raw.
Alright, well, I'm going to go make a drink real quick, so I'll be right back.
The former NXT Women's Champion. Calm, confident, natural charisma.
The NXT girls have come in here and really made a name for themselves very quickly. They were quoted as saying earlier, "We don't give a damn about Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, or anybody in the women's locker room here at Raw." They feel like not only are they the future, but they're the right now.
Yeah, many people, Pat, have believed that the women's division in NXT may be the best in the world right now, and you can check it out as it streams globally right here on Netflix.
So much talent coming from NXT, and Julia and her tag team partner tonight in the main event are certainly two examples of the greatness that the NXT brand.
Of course, the current champion, none other than Stephanie McCare, who we've had the honor of watching here on Raw for a couple of weeks.
They're all impressive, they're all prepared, and they're all kind of got this quiet cockiness about them. They know they're great.
Prepared. That is a perfect word to describe where Julie and Roxanne are right now in their career.
Yeah, the prodigy.
And her tag team partner from Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez.
The prodigy, Roxanne Perez, and just watching her mature over the past couple of years, watching her confidence just grow and grow, she believes she deserves to be in main events, to be up against the best where she is tonight.
And she's in main event of Raw already. That's exactly where she believes she was born to be. They call her the prodigy for good reason. She's been at this since she was 15, and it all comes very easily to Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne and Julia.
That man, huge fan of Roxanne Perez.
Proving their... Sorry, Pat.
No, there was just a sign of a guy made that was just Roxanne Perez's. He might be her biggest fan here in Louisville. There he is. My guy's ready to watch the prodigy tonight.
No reason to say anything after that.
Post from Chicago. NXT girls are in the main event.
Hey, a lot to talk about tomorrow for Sam Roberts and Megan Morant, as they have Raw Recap brought to you by Fanatics, available every Tuesday on WWE's YouTube and all audio platforms, wherever you get your podcasts. This week's guest, the spectacular Penta. Speaking of spectacular, to the great women in the WWE today, Roxanne Perez and Julia teaming up here tonight on the main event.
You're going up there, graphic. Listen. We love that.
And their opponents, first from Tokyo, Japan, she is the Women's World Champion, Io
ovation for Io Sky when she walked out here tonight. The women's world champion who took the title from her partner tonight, Rhea Ripley, and then defended it in a triple threat match at WrestleMania.
Io Sky, obviously our champion for good reason. One of the best in the world and has been for some time.
Of course, made her name in Japan, much like her counterpart, Julia, did tonight. And now on top of the world on the women's division here on Monday Night Raw.
Watching her team up with the anomaly from Australia is certainly going to be something here tonight. They're going to have to represent here for Monday Night Raw.
This is what the crowd have been wanting all night. Listen to this crowd. If this arena had a roof, it's gone.
Australia doing a promotional tour in her homeland for the big events coming up in Perth in October. And well, Julia and Roxanne would take advantage of that, taking out Io Sky last week. Rhea told me earlier today, Roxanne and Julia picked the wrong week to mess around.
Louisville's response to Mommy has been deafening here tonight.
Rhea's made it very clear to Io Sky, hey, I respect you. We'll fight together against a common enemy. But
Look at this smile on Io's
world title that Io Sky has around her waist.
Now Rhea Ripley's used to having gold around her waist, but she's okay to kick some NXT ass here on a Monday with Io Sky.
The current world champion Io Sky, the former world champion Rhea Ripley, against two of the hottest up-and-coming stars in the business today, Roxanne Perez and Julia, in our main event of Monday Night Raw. So Io Sky going to start things off with Roxanne Perez tonight. They had a tremendous matchup last week, and Roxanne quickly trying to get out of harm's way, and Io Sky says, not so fast.
Well, Roxanne might have done that on purpose, though. The Prodigy always has a plan, seemingly.
Yeah, the former two-time NXT Women's Champion. And there's Io Sky taking Roxanne down, and Roxanne turns the tables. Roxanne, a former tag champ as well.
Look how physical we have here at the beginning of this fight.
Well, Roxanne and Julia have done a lot to Io and even Rio over the past few weeks. Covered now by the champ and a kick out by Perez.
Yeah, these NXT girls don't give a single damn about anybody but themselves. We don't give a damn was the actual quote about Io Sky and Rhea Ripley's legacy and everything.
And now the side headlock applied to Perez. Roxanne Perez, known as the Prodigy, 15 years old. She would start her career training with a Booker T in Houston.
This crowd doesn't give a fuck, man.
Well-documented story of a 10-hour bus ride on weekends to be able to train.
Certainly loves the business and has taken to it quickly. As her and Julia making a name for themselves quickly here on Raw.
And now double team action. Roxanne and Julia working well together as they send Roxanne into the corner.
Great tag team work here by Julia and Roxanne.
And here's Julia, known as
There's a reason
Beautiful
why NXT
Madness.
is so different.
And Roxanne Perez with a cheap shot as Julia was dealing with referee Jessica Carr. And Rhea Ripley now.
Rhea said, oh, that's cute.
Gonna make Roxanne pay.
You think you're gonna cheap shot my partner?
Drop kick by Ripley.
Holy hell, did you see?
And now the official, Jessica Carr, trying to separate Rhea Ripley and get her back out to the apron, and Julia now making Io Sky pay. Julia, former World of Stardom champion.
Yeah, the difference
Stardom
between
championship holder as well, and Io Sky. What a move as she delivers a drop kick to Julia.
that was a fantastic
Julia,
sequence by Io.
Former NXT women's champion.
That's what I'm saying. The difference between NXT
Tag made. No. Thought the tag was made, but Roxanne Perez.
is just the
move by
experience of
Perez.
the
Now
wrestlers.
the Prodigy was ready. Oh, with a big slap to Mommy. That ain't gonna do much but wake her up, I feel.
Yeah, now mocking Rhea Ripley, and I'm not quite sure that was the right move by Roxanne Perez. She's gutsy, but gonna get herself in a little bit of trouble here. Julia caught. Perez drives Ripley spine first to the post.
Great teamwork out of Roxanne and Julia.
And now Io Sky with a suicide dive. And Julia with a drop kick. Their bodies everywhere.
That was a fantastic sell by Io. I love
Wild
that.
action here in our main event. I'll tell you, Julia and Roxanne Perez absolutely have no fear of Io Sky and Rhea Ripley.
No, that's good. That's going to help them if they're actually making their debut from NXT to Raw.
Yeah, Julia is so much
Especially
fun to
because
watch.
it's
She's
no
a-
longer just
a
held in the
natural
performance
charisma
center.
about her. She's as tough as they make them.
Io Sky.
And now, oh, and a chop to Io, and Julia just unloading on Sky.
Chops and elbows to Io Sky. Julia turning up the physicality.
Japanese strong style on display as Julia drives Sky to the middle of the ring.
Very comfortable in a fist fight is Julia.
Yeah, and again, that's that calm and confidence of Julia. Sky has to kick it too. Said it before, both Julia and Roxanne Perez will be world champions on this level at one point in their career. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Everybody believes it, and I think even Io and Rhea potentially know that.
Well, they knew they were going to be in for a fight tonight.
Io Sky desperately needs a tag.
Roxanne into a cover and a hook of the leg. And a kick out at 2 by the champion.
I think Roxanne knew that probably wasn't going to be the end of the match. Just wanted to see where Io was. 2 counts okay for them. Complete control, Roxanne and Julia.
Roxanne extremely confident.
I love the confidence. I love the sass. I love the character of Roxanne Perez.
Goes a long way as she
The
delivers that running
attitude,
uppercut.
I don't like so
confidence is a big
much.
part of
But
every
that's just
business.
part of the
And look at
character. So
Perez.
I can't really complain.
Into the side rush and leg
That
sweep
was
on Sky.
fantastic.
Floats to the cover. Hooks the leg. And again, Io's got to kick it too.
It was so clean there by Roxanne. Into the sidewalk slam.
I talked to Booker T, the Hall of Famer, of course, one of the voices of NXT, a couple of weeks ago about Roxanne. And I asked him, what was it about her? And he said the first time he met her, he knew that she was going to be a star. It's just something about her, the way she carried herself, how athletic she was in the ring. Just said it was going to take a number of years, obviously, to season and grow, which Roxanne Perez has done.
Some people have it, Cole.
Oh, right to the shoulder blades.
Roxanne Perez with a unique move here on Io Sky.
Rhea desperately trying to get into the match. Io needs a tag. Julia and Roxanne have been in complete control. Snap mirror by Io Sky.
Yes.
Separates a little bit.
A little bit of separation. Roxanne trying to prevent Io from making the tag. Realizes they don't want Rhea in the ring. To no avail. Sky's almost there. Julia makes the tag. Julia sent out of the ring. Io gets to Rhea Ripley.
Mommy's home!
Well, I guess Julia didn't make the tag. Roxanne's still legal.
Doesn't matter. Mommy's about
And that's
to
that ringing
roll.
experience of the NXT roster. Mostly. Some of them. Not all. Some. She missed the tag to Roxanne. Unless that was part of the script, I don't know.
A 1 of 1.
But she missed that.
Razor's edge as she sent Perez almost fully across the ring. Follows it up with a basement drop kick. Covered by Ripley. And a kick out at 2 by Perez.
Hey, yo, Rhea Ripley. Almost ending this thing as soon as she gets in. Razor's edge across the ring to Roxanne Perez. I have no
An
idea.
homage to Razor Ramon.
Almost like Rhea Ripley was excited.
And also
to get
Damian
inflict
Priest, who
more
also
pain.
uses that move as his signature.
And the Let's Go Mommy chants here tonight in Louisville. But Perez just feisty, just continues to fight back into this.
Just put a left boot on the button.
Yeah, but Perez may make her pay here. I should say Rhea may make Perez pay, and does, bouncing her off the top turnbuckle.
Rhea's so explosive. Just one slight mistake, and Mommy's going to take advantage.
Oh, shit.
Oh, not from up there. Dangerous position here for Roxanne Perez.
No, she counted it.
Who lands on the apron and then delivers a blow of her own.
And a glancing blow, and then she delivers a solid shot to Rhea's jaw.
Wow!
Hurricane Rana.
That was
Roxanne
a fantastic
Perez.
Quickly into the cover.
I like that.
And I love that by Roxanne. No wasted motion, went right for the cover there to try to put Rhea away.
Yeah, kind of smother Rhea as you have her down.
Headbutt by Julia. Kick to the face. Now the double team by Perez and Julia.
Look at this.
Tag made.
Working in perfect unison. Julia and Roxanne.
Off that snap suplex, Perez now. Off the second rope, moonsault delivered to Rhea. Cover now by Perez. Isn't enough to put her away. And a kick out by Ripley. And what a main event debut it would be for this team if they could knock off Ripley and Sky tonight.
Absolutely. Great
And
tag
that
team
would give them
wrestling here by Julia and
unparalleled
Roxanne.
momentum.
Beating down Rhea Ripley.
And still
Very
wouldn't
rare to
really
see
fuck
this.
with the
Again, it's been this
the star power
non-stop offense by
Rhea
Perez.
or
She hasn't given
Io,
Rhea Ripley any space to
in my
breathe.
opinion.
No time to breathe. Stay on her. If you have an advantage over Rhea Ripley, an advantage over Mommy, you need to stay on her. Because we all know that Mommy can flip the script.
Now Roxanne focused on Ripley in the corner. A big running uppercut.
Prodigy, roll through, wants another.
Oh, this time Rhea Ripley able to pick her out of the sky. And face first goes Perez. Rhea now trying to dig down deep and make it to the champ in the corner.
Rhea with a desperation dump of Roxanne. Io Sky desperately wanting to get into the fight.
Roxanne trying to make a tag to Julia. And does. Julia's legal. And so is Io Sky, the world champion. And the genius of the Sky now looks to pick up the pace.
Her right hand.
She hit it that hard, mate. She hit it that hard. The fucking around.
The Sky.
Ooh.
Caught Julia. Io gonna go where she's comfortable, up to the top rope. Sky with that missile drop kick.
Look at that.
Tip up, flip up. Io Sky.
It's fired up, mate.
Louisville's with her.
And Roxanne Perez tried to blindside Io, but oh, down goes Rhea. What a DDT by Perez.
What a sell by Rhea. I love that.
Kick by Sky.
She sold the DDT.
Julia
So
roll up. They have her here. Shoulders down, looking for the victory. Sky's got a kick.
just barely.
Julia.
Looking to put Io Sky away. Middle of the ring. Sky able to counter into a waist lock. Standing switch by Julia. Sky rolls through. Stopped in the midsection.
Great wrestling here from Julia and Io Sky. Where are we headed, Cole?
Gonna go up top. The genius of the Sky ready to fly. Over the moonsault. Cover. Hook of the leg. Perez saves the matchup.
That would have been it. One there.
Roxanne Perez now.
Julia's day. She's no idea what planet she's on at the minute.
Not the legal competitor, but certainly enough to.
Went for the side Russian leg sweep again, and Sky this time able to counter.
What the fuck was that?
Flip out of Io Sky.
And now a double team. And Rhea using Io as a battering ram.
Ran Io's heels through Julia's chest.
Roxanne was looking for pop rocks, and it didn't work out. Io Sky. Drop kick off the top rope.
Jeez. So much damage being inflicted. We're a team. Let's do this together, says Io and Rhea.
Rhea to the apron. Io Sky now, and there's Ripley taken out by Julia.
We're about to see something special from Rhea.
Yeah, it was.
Io trying to knock Perez away. She did successfully. Julia, though. Top rope's got Io hooked. Dangerous move here.
Deep.
From the top rope by Julia.
Good research by Julia, though. Not to go too high on the.
And Julia looking to put Io Sky away.
The power of Julia.
Cover hook of the leg. Roxanne Perez.
No.
Rhea Ripley.
Idiot.
Io Sky.
Perez up from underneath the bottom rope, and now Roxanne with that missile drop kick to Rhea. And Rhea with a kick now to Perez.
These four women are beating the hell out of each other.
Yeah, tremendous tag
I
team
think Perez has
tonight.
got ringing in
Julia
her ear
with
after
Rhea
that
Ripley.
one. Jesus Christ.
No idea who has the current advantage.
It's so even between these two teams.
Maybe Io Sky now up that backbreaker.
Feels like Io Sky powered off the chance from Louisville.
Io into the corner, launched out to the apron by Julia. Io now going to climb to the top. Rhea makes the tag. Sky up over the top.
Roll through.
Rhea Ripley's legal. I don't think Julia realizes it. Oh my goodness! Roxanne just took out Julia thanks to Ripley. And now yelling at Julia. Roxanne didn't realize what happened, but
Rhea Ripley outsmarted.
Oh, what a headbutt.
Clean headbutt.
Julia's
to
got
Julia
knocked
from
out.
Mommy.
Oh, and down goes Julia off Riptide.
Here are your winners, the team of the Women's World Champion, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley.
Well, Julia and Roxanne have nothing to be ashamed about tonight. They took the world champ and the former world champ to the limit here tonight, but Io and Rhea just a little bit tougher in this matchup to pick up the victory in our main event.
What a great main event we had. So much damage inflicted on both sides. Great tag team wrestling displayed. And in the end, Rhea and Io Sky outsmart Julia and Roxanne.
That's just what you call in-ring
Headbutt
experience.
into the Eradicator as Io Sky made sure Roxanne Perez couldn't interfere. Stacks up Julia.
And Riptide for the win. Rhea and Io make a great team here tonight. But make no mistake about it, Pat. Rhea Ripley wants the world title back.
Wow. What an episode of Monday Night that was. Absolutely chaotic as usual. What can be expected? It's Monday Night Raw, baby. Hey. Well. Thank you to everyone that came through. For you guys that have been lurking. Thank you. I'm gonna be getting off. I'm gonna go get some sleep. I've got shit to do tomorrow. So I've got places to be, people to see, shit to do. Tomorrow's stream will be from around, it'll be a bit later than today's. And by a bit, I mean quite a lot. Original start stream that is, probably be around, I want to say 4:30-ish my time. But but make no mistake, I will be live tomorrow. So make sure y'all have that bell turned on, you know, type shit. So y'all can chill with us over on some Minecraft. But yeah, I will be seeing you guys tomorrow. Make no mistake. But yeah, thank you guys, and I will see you all later. Later, Gator.